Are you a good doggy? So yes, I am. This is Roddy. That's my daddy's name, actually, oddly enough. All right, so we're still down here at Terry Scroggins' house, and let's see what they're up to. Fellas, what y'all up to?
What's up?
Wave to everybody. There's Josh Clark goofing off in the corner. Yeah, he makes angling AI molds. He's an Alabama Crimson Tide fan, despite being from Michigan. So, yeah. Got the Triton. You know, I'm impressed how well you can back this into your garage.
Well,
I mean, that is literally touching the water heater.
I'll pull this out and look
but
at
not
the hot water heater.
Yeah.
You'll see where I missed this.
Okay, so yeah, you've messed it up a few times.
That's like the toughest water heater on the planet.
Well,
because it's got like 97 dents in it, and it still keeps on heat.
It hasn't burst yet, huh?
No, not yet. But any day now.
Did y'all play with that mold at all?
We did.
I had them play with my boom shad mold. So this mold has always given me problems. We have this little narrow gate here, and we're gonna widen it and see if that makes the bait shoot a little better. Because I always get air pockets at the top. Because what's happening is that thin gate is cooling off, and so that plastic can't draw in from the sprue anymore because it cools too quickly.
So just that right there.
Just that.
Just that. You see the size difference between that and that?
Just that could help.
Oh, it's definitely going to help.
It's definitely going to help. See, he's a mold tinkerer. Josh is a mold maker. He's a mold alterer. That's even a word.
Yeah, no, how to make things work when
that's right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this does.
Just a little minor adjustment.
Go a long way.
Go a long way.
As you guys can see, he's had a little bit of experience with molds. I mean, look at this. This is like, I don't know, $10,000 worth of molds just here. Another couple grand here. A bunch here. So, you know, this is almost as big scale as that bait factory we were at.
So you can see, so I've cut 3 of these. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Now look at the size difference between one and end. I haven't touched it yet, and you can see a noticeable difference.
Yeah, we're gonna see if this mold shoots better than that mold, which is not altered. So the guys at the bait factory were kind enough to give me this gold hologram flake. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take my swim bait mold. Yeah, here we go. Ventilation, everybody.
Ventilation's key.
Ventilation is absolutely key. So, yeah, we're gonna shoot a few baits and see if our little minor mold work here makes a better bait. All right, everybody. So we have some green pumpkin gold hologram flake ready to go. Let's do it. Let's shoot this altered one first. Yeah, I like this little injector. I've never shot with anything less than 6 ounces.
I would put your finger on the cap because it don't have a lock on it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure.
It works good, but
it might just fall right off, huh?
Yeah, be hot on the feet.
Right, right.
So here's the one we scooped the gate out on.
Yeah, this is the one that we opened up the gates. So what we're trying to prevent is air bubbles from forming right there at the nose, which they did not on that one. That's perfect. Okay. 2.
Batting 1,000.
Batting 1,000. Yeah, I'm telling you, I never get 4 for 4 on this mold. There's always one with an air pocket in the nose.
You want me to fix your other one?
Yeah. All right, everybody. So we're going to be showing you guys a new mold and a new bait this weekend. This is the Angling AI Punch Bug, not to be confused with my Punch Bug. This is 3 1/4 inch, and you guys developed this together, right? Y'all kind of.
Yeah, we did. So I've had a crawfish style bait for years and years.
Right. Well, it looks like you got more than one.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them, but it was actually it's super good. But it's 3 inches long, so it's just a little bit too short to hold a big hook. Okay. And we wanted a little more volume in the body, so we wanted the body to be a little bit more round.
Okay, so this one's a little thicker.
So I got with Josh. He cut a lot of ridges in it, so it's going to move a lot of water.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger in diameter, about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch longer, so it's going to hold the hook.
And other
than that, it's basically the same bait. So
okay.
I haven't used this bait yet, but it's one of those baits I can tell it's going to work.
But we're going to use it.
We're going to use it, but I can tell it's already going to work. That's why I went in and ordered 4 of them.
Yeah.
So I can pour 32 at a time, and I'm going to show you how fast you can make baits.
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be using his shooting star. He's got like the original shooting star.
Like the old.
Yeah, the old shooting star. And we're going to make a bunch of this new craw bait. Do we know what color we're doing?
We're going to do, I think we're going to do black and blue laminate with some silver in the blue.
Perfect.
Maybe a little purple in the black.
That's beautiful.
And put a little purple in the blue and silver. So
yeah,
awesome flipping.
Yeah, awesome flipping color. We're hopefully taking these to the Harris chain tomorrow. So what we're going to do is we're going to let him get his shooting star set up, and then we're going to run a bunch of these new craws. When will this one be available?
As soon as you guys want to. I can make it.
So it's up to me when it's for sale. Yeah.
All we gotta do is push a button.
Okay. All right. So by the time you're seeing this video, this will probably be for sale. And you're selling it in an 8 cavity, right?
8 cavities.
8 cavities for.
We got $199 on it.
$199 for 8 cavities.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it straight from the source.
All right, guys. So here's what's happened. For years and years and years, we have flipped the Fire Claw. It's a 3-inch little crawfish style bait, and we use this flipping heavy dense cover underneath those hyacinth mats, pennywort mats, and any kind of dense cover. Because if you go in there and scoop out the bait from underneath a dense mat, you're going to have little small crawfish, grass shrimp. Everything's a little bitty. You don't have these big giant baits that the fish are feeding on. So you got to mimic, match the hatch right here. So that's what we've always used. The problem of it is this company went out of business like 20 years ago. And the molds was getting bad, and I had a lot of flashing and this and that on it. So I got with Josh from Angling AI and pretty much have redesigned what we're going to call a punch bug. And we've made some improvements on it. What we've done is we've actually made the bait bigger in diameter to move more water, put some ridges in it. So this here's pretty much flat.
Right.
Made it a 1/4 inch longer to hold a hook. Everything about this bait is going to be efficient. It's going to be efficient to make them. And you can get them at Angling AI. Super little crawfish style bait. This like my go-to. Everybody wants to go to beaver style baits, and that's cool. They work. But the crawfish style baits work just as well, and it mimics the bait a lot better. So check them out. Give them a try. If you're flipping heavy dense cover, this is what you want to go to. Everybody knows I like shooting plastic in the garage just as a hobby. Very addicting. And I come up with a lot of new baits, a lot of new ideas, and it costs a lot of money to design a new bait. And so half of them don't work. You go get them, they don't work. You discard them. I got a room full of baits that don't work in there, but I got some that's really good. So it's a trial and error process. But here's the deal: most of the time you get a 1-shot, a 2-shot cavity because you don't know if it's going to work. And let's say you need 200 baits, you're going to spend all night there making them. So here's the deal: the new punch bug. You can get it all the way up to an 8-count mold. So you shoot 8 at a time, and if you really need to, make production, get you 2 or 3 of them. You can make you 30, 40 at a whack, and it don't take no time to make a couple hundred. So when I know I got a bait that works good, I'm going to buy multiple molds just like this, multiple molds, and I'm going to run them. So, I'm like everybody else. This is a hobby, but it's also when you got a bait that nobody else has, you got an advantage. So. Even if, say, if everybody in the world had this bait, I still got my colors, my style of plastic. Do I want it soft? I want it medium. Do I want it hard? If I'm flipping heavy dense cover, I can make it a little harder than normal, so I'm more efficient with it. I can make any color I want, and it's just something that gives me confidence to go behind people and catch fish.
So at Angling AI, this is when doing a new bait, there's lots of things to consider. The first thing to consider is the performance of the bait. The performance of the bait and what it wants to do, but then to make the mold how it's going to shoot and perform well in the shop, there's a lot of other things that I need to consider. So layout, how much can I get into a mold is one of the things. The runtime and what trying to keep things as affordably as possible, but not only that is how deep do I make the sprue, how close do I make the gate come to the bait and maintain the integrity of the head. All that goes into consideration, and over the last 9 years of doing this, I have some knowledge of it, and I'm getting a little better, but there's always trial and error. Not everything works good. So what I always try to accomplish is a mold that when shot with the correct temperatures of the plastic is a full shoot, maybe hold a little bit of pressure, and then fill the top up, and then be able to walk away. Because I really tried to make sure there's enough plastic for the baits to pull as they cool and contract to eliminate dimpling, but then not have to forget 30 seconds later, oh my gosh, I gotta go back and top this off again. And I do that by having enough material in there, and I always try to do that. So on this side here, there's a ton of venting. We got all these little tiny ribs that are that will trap air. I went full out with venting. There's vents that cut right across the top of every single one of these.
Every single rib is vented.
Every single rib is vented.
Wow.
Around there. There's a vent off the end of each of these appendages and off each of the tips of the pincers and this. I really did. You almost can't vent it anywhere else.
This is going to be a really effective bait, not only for use, but also to use as a mold to shoot at home. So, yeah. Thanks for the insight.
No problem. That's just a day in the life of me at Angling AI.
Yeah. Every time I get on the phone with him, he's like, "Oh, I'm just running more molds. You know, my life is the same thing over and over, and that's how it is for all of us." Yeah. But yeah, this is a cool mold. We're gonna go make some baits now. So he has. You guys have seen my bath, right? That I put my baits in. He has like a huge bath. So this is going to be full of baits here. We're about to make many of these. So we're actually going to use some dead-on plastic swim bait blend. The floating blend actually is what we're going to be using, I believe. And we're going to make a bunch of these new AI punch bugs, and I think you guys are going to like this one a lot.
All right, here we go. We got some dead-on plastic, but I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. So when they pack this stuff up, it might be 3 weeks, maybe a month old. So it's going to settle. The plastic settles. So when you get it, what I like to do is turn it upside down for 20-30 minutes.
Yeah.
But then other than that, you make sure you shake it and shake it and shake it and shake it, and then shake it some more, because you want it to all blend together. That is key. You cannot have plastic that's separated and just pour it out, because it's not going to work right. So
nope.
Make sure you get it shaken up really good, and then you're good to go. So this is awesome stuff, but
yeah.
Key ingredient, make sure it's very well blended.
And one of the cool things about the dead-on plastic is that it reaches the gel phase. Well, there actually is no gel phase. It goes from like raw to cooked really quick. I've talked about this a lot on the channel. Definitely make sure that it's at 350 degrees or more, because it will fool you. You'll pull it out of the microwave thinking that it's ready, but it's actually not, but it looks like it's ready. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be pouring it into these cooking pots here on the Shooting Star. That's gonna cook them up real quick. We can get a good temperature on it, and then we're gonna let him run some baits.
So here we go.
Let's do it. So how much do you like to put in each pot?
It all depends on the shot.
I see you got a stirring line in there.
So that don't really affect it a whole lot on the colors we're making. What I'm gonna pour about half full.
Okay.
That allows it to heat, super quick.
Yeah.
And we should be able to pour about 250, 300 baits off of it.
Okay, so 300 baits. I'm ready to see it. Especially, a smaller bait like that, you can get a bunch.
It pours a bunch, and we're gonna do it super quick. So
yeah.
There we go. There's a gallon of plastic.
Gallon of plastic.
300 plus baits out of it.
Already gone.
There's several different ways you can get colorant. You get it in a paste, or you get it in a liquid.
Right. Yeah.
The paste is a lot stronger.
Yeah. We were looking at the paste up there at the bait factory.
Yeah. So it's just a lot more concentrated. So what we're gonna do is make a black-blue laminate. Here's the black on one side.
Right.
Now I'm gonna.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna put some blue on the other side. So.
Okay.
I've got black paste because.
Yeah, he's.
A whole lot of, now I'm gonna have to go with a liquid.
He's got friends that'll hook him up with some black paste.
So we're gonna put a little Python blue in here.
Yeah. You guys have seen that for like 2 years on my channel.
Right.
That is an incredible shade of blue.
Really
In fact,
good.
I've got some on my fingers right now. Yeah.
That's part of it.
Yeah, there we go. And then we're adding some flake next.
We're gonna add some flake to it.
Look at that, guys, just dumping it in.
Dump it in, that's a good ratio.
Yeah, see me, I'm like 1/4 teaspoon, 1/8 teaspoon.
We're making a lot here.
Yeah,
okay?
when you're making a half gallon, just dump it in.
So we got black, blue, the silver flake's gonna come
through. Silver
through.
flake, you're gonna put some purple on the black, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll have a little purple in the black.
A little purple, look at that. That's a lot.
That's not gonna show up like you think.
Nah, right,
We're gonna put a little purple over here in the blue as well.
Amen.
So from there, all we gotta do is put our stir in.
Yeah.
Click that on.
There you go.
We got that one on. We'll do the other side.
Yeah.
Now this will be ready in about 15 minutes. We'll be ready to pull.
All right, we'll see you guys in 15. All right, we're clamping up here, and it's time to get this shooting star in action.
See what it looks like.
Plastic is ready to go. Yeah. So if you guys that have never seen a shooting star, I'm sure he can explain it a little better. But yeah, it's really, really awesome stuff. Because
so if you're shooting a bunch of laminates, the shooting star is really the way to go. You got one color on one side, the other color on the other side.
And you never have to clean your injector out. It just goes back in the heat block.
Exactly.
And it stays hot.
So basically, what we have here.
Yeah, see?
It's a pot and a heat,
right.
and a heat block. So you got you suck this side up in this tube, this side up this tube.
It draws them up at the same time.
And it distributes it equally. So
right.
As long as your heat's the same, it's going to pour it out.
And normally after shooting an injector like that, you'd have to clean it out. This one, you just pop it right back in there. And,
really the way
and there
to
you go. Yep.
Yeah, if you're shooting laminates or shooting a bunch of plastic.
Yeah. If you're making a bunch of stuff, it's worth the. How much are these now?
You know, I think this system now is like $1,800 or something.
$1,800.
If I'm shooting a lot of baits, and it looks like a mess right now.
Yeah, it is.
If I'm shooting a lot of baits, this system's like 8 years old, 9 years old.
Right, it's paid for itself.
Yeah.
How many times?
Yeah, and it's like never breaks. So
right.
If you're shooting laminates or if you're just shooting single colors, you want to shoot a whole bunch of baits, this is the way to go.
Right.
If you're just wanting to shoot, 20, 30 baits, I'll do it out in the microwave. But
right.
when I want to do production and pour a lot of baits at one night,
right.
I load that up and just run with it. So.
Yep, you can sit out here and have hundreds before you know it. Okay.
So here we go.
Take it out, put it in the bath. And again, you'll see that this is the floating plastic. So these are gonna sit here and float till tomorrow. So, yep, I'm excited. Got the next mold coming out here. Right here. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. So yeah, a bunch of baits in a very small amount of time. Here we go.
All right, so here's a trick I do. You take any oil. I like Bang.
Bang, yeah.
But any oil floats on top of the water surface. Okay, so you throw your baits in there and they're floating on top of the water surface. So what this does, when you spray this in there, it just collects. The baits suck the oil up on them, and it gives you a good scent.
Okay, so you sent them in the while they're curing.
See this oil float?
Yeah, just sitting there on the top.
So just every 4 or 5 cycles, I'll spray oil in there. You can smell it, but you see it floating. Every time you throw baits in there, they float on top. It just absorbs the oil to the bait. So.
Yeah. We'll see. What scent is that too?
Bang.
Yeah, crawfish Bang. Ah, smells like Louisiana.
Smells like Bang, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna try my first time ever at the shooting star. So, wish me luck. All right, so he said to put the gun in, and you spin it, I think, yeah. Draw up. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely got the plastic in there. All right. And of course you want to arrange it to where it's going to shoot a laminate. So I wouldn't want to do it in line like that. You want to do it like that. Okay. I tell you, that is smooth. That thing shoots really, really, really smooth. Actually, Terry, do I put this up after I've shot it once, or do I go ahead and suck out more?
No.
Put it. Oh shit.
Yeah. So you gotta close it up.
Okay.
All right. Now you can stick it up there.
Okay. Now stick it up there.
Yeah. You're good to go. Now if you got like a half of an injector full,
right?
If you're gonna be 2 minutes, 3 minutes now, you can just leave it in there. The heat block will keep that hot, and you can just add to it. You don't have to keep dumping it out.
Okay. So, but now I can go ahead and draw up some more.
Yeah. If you need more, you can.
Okay. Yeah. I only need a little bit more. So. Yeah, I only need just one mold more. Here we go. Sorry, new to this, guys. Very new. Okay. Let's see. All right, hopefully those worked. Okay, so there are some of the ones that I made, and I got the laminate correct. So kudos to me. Shooting Star is a lot of fun to use. And what's really cool is that because it keeps that injector so hot, there's just no resistance. I mean, there's no little plastic booger setting up. You can just push it. It's so smooth. It's really a joy to use. So we got a couple more hundred of these to make, and then we're gonna show you the finished product. He's back. He's still at it, guys. Still pumping them out. So I'll show you what we've done so far. We have quite a few of them hanging here. So that's the sort of racks that we saw at the plastic manufacturer up there in Jacksonville. We have a bunch of them laid out that we've done, and still, golly, they just keep going.
So here's the easy way.
There's just baits everywhere.
You count sprues. So
yep, just
1, 2,
count
3,
the
4,
sprue.
5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 8.
10 times. Okay, so there's 80 in here about.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times that. So it's 100, almost 160. Right?
160 in 25 minutes. So we're on a roll to break 1,000 tonight. Okay, everybody. A little over 300 of these craws here. Just to show it to you up close, we got a black, purple, silver laminate. Also, the blue side, of course, was silver and purple. So we're not taking all of these tomorrow, but Cherry ran some of these in a few other colors. So we're gonna sign this video off here. Just wanted to show you guys what we were doing as far as making the baits. Tomorrow we're gonna take these out fishing, so it'll be like a 2-part bait and bass. One video is gonna be what you just saw, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll get another video putting these to use. So, been a fun day. We've gotten to do a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna hit the hay here pretty soon. We're getting up early and going to the Harris chain. So hopefully you'll see some footage on this boat tomorrow, and hopefully we can black out the live wells. So gonna sign off here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please shoot me some comments down below. Let me know what you think.